Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report for November 30th, final Thursday.
In the month of November?
Yeah, I think we only have 3 more shows after this for the end of the year.
Wow.
So we always take that week off between Christmas and New Year's.
New Year's, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Getting our race cars ready for the hangover race?
Exactly. Got to get that done. Important stuff. I do not like these headphones, but anyway.
That's okay. They make you sound all right.
It's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, and in the studio with us, Dale Cole Jr. from DCR Graphics. He's got a giveaway he's going to be doing a little bit later. Scoot that way just a little bit. We'll move your microphone over there. My Santa hat was blocking you from the camera. We want everybody to see your pretty face.
Oh, it's a lie.
You're right, it's a lie, but I thought it looked more professional that way. It's the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network, coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter from the John Young Racing for First Responders, Dave Kemmer's studio. Show number 308. And hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving because
I did.
There's been a lot going on, a lot to cover over the past couple
crazy.
Weeks, especially this week.
A lot of news just coming out from nowhere.
Yeah. So a lot to get to. We're also going to feature on the show our 2023 Attica Raceway champions, Devin Shiels and Jamie Miller. They'll both be joining us. Dale's here because he's got a giveaway that he's going to be doing later on for Chase Elliott stuff, apparel, shirts.
Sweatshirts, T-shirts. I think there's a hat in there.
Okay, so stick around for that drawing. And speaking of DCR Graphics, we have again one of well, now you're all by yourself. There we go. One of these, a special edition Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers.
Those are pretty cool.
With the 2023 Hammer Down Army on there. So if you want a chance to win that, hashtag DCR right now in the comments. We'll put that right there. Hashtag DCR will do that drawing at the end of the show as well. Plus, we'll be giving away some Big D's Pizza with how many. Hopefully you entered a couple weeks ago, the Formula One thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We shouldn't do that anymore.
We'll
talk more about that later.
We'll forget about F1 totally.
So a lot of news to cover, too, coming up a little bit later. There's Millstream Raceway had released some information yesterday. Fremont's got a whole bunch of information, news, World of Outlaw related.
And
NASCAR's got a new TV deal coming up in a couple years. Well, actually in 2025. So a lot to cover. And another thing that Ron pointed out, that since we don't really have a racing roundup for things going on around here anymore this year, we're going to go down under because our Australian listeners have been knocking us out of the park. That didn't sound good. Knocking it out of the park with listening.
We're really proud of our Aussie
That's
listeners.
It. Yes, thank you.
That's the one.
Good day, mate. Number 220 down there. So we're a little bit behind where we have been. We were top, what were we, 50-something a couple weeks ago?
Gruffy's work here is done.
Wait, what's...
That would be me forgetting to turn down my text messages.
Okay.
Probably somebody reminding me that I forgot to start our little scroll there. Yep, that's what it was.
I see, okay.
Appreciate that. I totally lost my train of thought. What were we saying? Racing down under?
You're down under, yeah.
Yeah, so, we were like in 50-something a couple weeks ago.
Right, and it's summertime. Racing is going strong, and there's a lot to talk about down there.
So before we get to our Attica Raceway Park champions, we have a little business to cover, and we'll do our racing roundup as well. So I got to mention Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race. Check out the website, oakshaderaceway.com. There's been some work going on that site. Did you notice?
I understand. There's a lot going on at the track.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have...
my spies have been talking.
I may have taken a picture when I drove by coming back from the awards thing, the awards gathering. Couldn't see much from the road.
My spies tell me that there's a lot going on. We'll see how it plays out.
Looking forward to that. Keep up to date on things. Follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and again, oakshaderaceway.com. You will not see me dancing. Probably not see Ron dancing on TikTok, I don't think. Unless
I have never, ever been on TikTok, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
And you'd have to go to Facebook to watch my dance moves, and You probably won't see it.
I don't want to see that. DCR Graphics. They do full wraps, also specialize in banner stickers, diecast, T-shirts, designs.
Wait, DCR Graphics, is that this?
That's that guy.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
He like these stickers, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Down here. Which, hashtag DCR to get yourself registered for one of those. You can also order the regular Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers, which looks more like this here.
They are stickers because they're stuck together.
They are. Here, let's do this. There we go. Yeah, they look just like that. $5, or you can keep listening. Maybe you'll win one from the Hammer Down Racing Report.
And I understand that Dale will even pay the postage if you want them mailed to you.
How long does that deal go on for?
Let's say forever.
Forever, okay. And
All
tonight,
right.
I believe, is it too late because you had, if you order graphics for next year by today.
By midnight tonight, you need to have
A
at
down
least
payment?
in order.
Okay. Then you can get 2023 rates before things go up
Yes.
for next year. So numbers, wraps, sponsor stickers,
Banners, anything.
die-casts, cars, whatever.
I don't see the diecast cars changing because of their size, but mainly the wraps and the decals.
All right. Do you gift certificates?
Oh, we still are doing that.
Okay, gift certificates there. Makes a great stocking stuffer there.
Great Christmas present.
Call or text Dale at DCR Graphics, 419-308-9523. I see that number come up on my phone. I forget I haven't put you in there. I keep going, who is calling me? Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/DCR Graphics. Show us your Hammer Down stickers on your race car, and you can be part of the Hammer Down Army for next year.
In my defense, it was one time when I was trying to get into Oakshade to give you a stack of stickers.
I understand. Yeah, I think that was during our 300th show. It's like somebody.
What, they wouldn't let you in?
They wouldn't let me in to get them the stickers before you guys started.
Really?
I finally did get in, but
Yeah, it's fine.
You didn't say, do you have any idea who I am?
they probably don't care.
Oh, they do.
I also got to mention Dominator Race Products, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Freeze Frame Photos. So make sure to support our sponsors that we do live on the show and that you may hear in the podcast through iTunes as well. We got a little bit of racing to cover from over the past couple weeks that we've been gone. So
Doesn't include F1, does it?
Racing Roundup.
maybe. First, though, late model racing, Western Australia Pro Dirt Series from a couple weeks ago, the 18th of November. Tires and More, Esperance Speedway.
Esperance Speedway, nice place.
What does Esperance mean?
It's a city.
Is that a town? Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. And I do like the way they spell tires with the Y's.
Tyres.
Yep, and more. Jamie Oldfield. Related to Barney at all, by chance?
I don't think so,
Probably
but
not.
he's got a lot
I
of
think
brothers.
there was a
that
couple
race.
of Oldfields I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
on the points there, but Jamie Oldfield picking up the win in the late model Pro Dirt Series down under a couple weeks ago. Formula One action from a couple weeks ago at Las Vegas. Max Verstappen picking up the win there.
Big surprise there.
I forgot about it.
18 out of 23 races.
Yeah. I wonder if he's like one of those guys that people love or hate.
You'd sure like to see a different winner, I got to believe.
Yeah. And some other notes.
Yeah.
Actually, wow. I actually have quite a few other notes. I didn't realize I had that many other notes. Rusty Schlenk took the modified down to Springfield Raceway, Springfield, Missouri on the 17th and 18th for the Turkey Bowl 17. Started the feature 19th, finished 9th. Nick Hoffman led all 50 laps to take the UMP modified feature victory on Saturday, November 18th at Volusia Speedway Parks. Email and Dale Ruderman Memorial. Chris Smokey Madden led all 100 laps to capture the victory at the Blue Gray 100 on Sunday, November 19th at Cherokee Speedway. Kyle Larson made his first midget start of the season, a winning one, claiming the USAC NOS Energy Drink Sprint National Midget Championship main event on Friday, November 17th at Placerville Speedway. Logan Seavey finished second, and Buddy Kofoid finished third. Jade Avedissian was the hard charger by finishing in fourth. Kyle Larson charged from 16th starting position and into the lead on lap 93 en route to the victory at the Hangtown 100 on Saturday.
So he won Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. I think that's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's got the 19th, but
Right.
I'm going to have to talk to the producer about that. Spencer Baston led off 30 laps to take the opening night of the USAC NOS Energy Drink Midget National Championship victory at Merced Speedway on Tuesday, November 21st. Buddy Kofoid finished second. Jade Avedissian finished 10th by just starting the feature. Logan Seavey captured the season championship. He took the lead on lap 7 and went on to take the victory on the second night of Midget Madness on Wednesday, just before Thanksgiving. Buddy Kofoid finished third in that one, and Jade Avedissian finished sixth. And finally, Kyle Larson charged from 10th on the grid to win the 82nd running of the Turkey Night Grand Prix at Ventura Raceway on Saturday. This past Saturday, Larson became only the second driver to win the Turkey Night Grand Prix 4 times or more. Buddy Kofoid finished 7th, and mechanical issues sidelined Jade Avedissian in a 18th place finish.
I've got a hunch Larson's going to be fun to watch at the Chili Bowl this year.
Is he coming back? I haven't read anything.
I got to believe he will.
Are you because they did raise the purse?
Right.
It wasn't enough.
And that's all because of his kind words.
Or was it because of Jack Hewitt's kind words?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that was a pretty interesting thing that he. I forget what
really
it was though. But
yeah.
Anywho, Dominator Race Products has what you need to be in the winner's circle. Dominator with 30 years of experience to put you out front with hoods, fillers, doors, quarters. Check out their composite ultimate body panels, late model nose kits, 3-piece modified valance kit, fan shrouds, and more. You can order direct from Dominator Race Products or call 419-923-6970. Dominator Race Products are also available from your local reputable race shops. PRI, is that this weekend?
What's that?
Is PRI this weekend?
I think so.
I think Dominator may be down there. I don't know if he's got a booth, but he'll be at least around.
Oh, yeah.
Bentley will be hanging out down there. Also, don't forget to contact Freeze Frame Photos for all your racing photo needs from Action Shots to Victory Lane. Still time to order those collectible gift items, custom print magnets, can koozies, tumblers, other gift items available. The 2024 calendars, those have always been a
You order my calendar yet, Scott?
pretty cool gift item. I guess not 2024 calendar. That's only for this year. Last year, you wouldn't order a 2024 calendar probably.
Probably a special discount.
I wonder if you could order a 2025 calendar, though.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure Charlie could do the math.
Yeah, and Freeze Frame announced just before our last show that they are returning as the official track photographers at Oakshade Raceway in 2024. Call Charlie at 419-476-9978. Freeze Frame Photos, special moments frozen in time. Switch over to this. Okay. So, Devin Shiels should be joining us anytime now, and we're going to get...
Jamie Miller a call.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Devin's not joining us because I didn't send him the show link.
Oh, better do that quick.
Yes. I did forget to do that. So in the meantime, let's get Jamie on the phone here. I just had him up too.
Dead air. That's bad, Scott.
Well, you guys are supposed to fill that. That's why.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize we were supposed to do that. You're usually a little more prepared than that.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah, I know. Give him a week off, and he completely forgets.
Okay, here we go. Jamie Miller. Jamie Miller, of course, the 305 track champion, and he may have some big news, too.
Hello?
Hopefully.
Hello.
Jamie.
Hey.
Hey, it's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, Dale Cole also in the studio with us.
I recognize that voice. Hi, Jamie.
How's it going?
Good, buddy.
Congratulations on another track championship for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what's this, before we get too far into things, I see that there is a late model that is on your Facebook. What's going on with that?
There's a late model sitting in my shop.
So is that a sign of things to come?
No, could be. Working on putting everything together, and gotta get one more component purchased, and I'll be out there a little bit next year, I think.
I'm pretty sure Ron Miller Race Cars has components, so don't forget that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So what component is it missing?
The motor.
Okay, that is.
Yeah.
You're not going to Flintstone it and just put a hole in the floor and go feet powered?
Nope, we want to have a pretty good piece in there.
Okay. So why? Well, I mean, you've run the dirt truck, you've run the sprint cars, and have you run late models before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Were they like the limited late models or crate late models or?
I done the crate thing there at Fremont, and then they went to the steel block, did that, and I have drove, super late model handful of times.
Okay. So is this going to be like a full-time endeavor, or are we still going to see you bouncing around into the truck and the sprint car as well?
Oh, no, I'll be running them all.
You're going to be busy.
So will there be a repeat of the Fremont Track Championship in either of the classes you've been running?
Oh, hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully both of them.
Okay. And car builder doesn't have a problem, or truck builder doesn't have a problem with that.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's bring in the late model champion from Attica as well. That so we get things a little bigger. There's Devin Shiels. Devin, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Congratulations on another championship for you.
Thank you. Seems to be a repeat thing going on here. We're on the show more often this way.
Yeah. Five-time Attica late model champion. You're fourth in a row. 5 wins, an average finish of fourth. Not too bad, huh?
No. I've been enjoying running at Attica, and that the car we've got it works pretty good there.
And Jamie, I mean, not bad for you. This is your fourth Attica 305 championship, I do believe. 4 wins on the season. You're averaging a finishing position of third, and you became second on the all-time division win list. I mean, are you satisfied with those accomplishments, Jamie?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always good when you're running up front and winning championships, and just hope we can keep going and just keep running that strong all the time.
Did you exceed your expectations for this year in the 305?
Yeah. I mean, we were just tried a new car this year and weren't really sure what to expect. And it turns out that thing's pretty good, and we get around, Attica, Fremont, both, really good in that car. So we're going to keep running it. We actually are going to be getting another one of them.
Now,
Devin, Jamie announced that he's going to be in a late model some next year. You going to be open with some information and try to help him along?
Yeah. Jamie parks right beside Missler and me, and I'm sure he knows Missler better than he does me. So Missler's sometimes smarter on the setup stuff than I am, so he might give more help.
I'm not going to. Boy, I'm telling you, you got a crew chief that going to be disappointed with you talking about like that.
What crew chief? This one?
So, are you, Jamie? Are you going to be running the late model just at Attica, or are you going to be getting out anywhere else with the late model next year?
Probably the first time I run it will be at Attica. I'm not planning on running it every weekend there. I just want to get it out, shake it down, feel it out, see how it is, and want to bounce around with it. Oak Shade and maybe some southern stuff, West Virginia. Maybe even go north. It's hard to say. I mean, it could be one of the things we get in there and we're really fast, and I don't want to get out of it.
I've heard some rumors that Fremont might be considering a late model show or two. That could be fun.
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely be there for that.
Now, if Devin's behind you, are you going to race him super hard to stay in front of him? I guess that's kind of
super hard.
That was a pretty stupid question. So
you're going to work for it.
And Devin,
He's a sprint car driver. I don't think I'll have to worry about him being on the gas.
What about slide jobs? Which one of you guys are better at the slide jobs?
Jamie,
I try to
definitely.
race clean.
I'm terrible at it.
Okay. Now, Devin, we mentioned a 5-time champion, and I guess you've tied with Ryan Missler. He was a 5-time champ as well. How tough is it to beat Ryan, who you said you pit next to?
Well, and especially since you've said he's a cheater.
Yeah, you have. Well, he claims that you're a cheater too, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever called him a cheater once. No, but my tires did get inspected this year, so I think it's starting to catch on. They think I'm cheating, so that means we're doing something good.
So your tires passed, I'm assuming.
Yeah. John came to me and said the competitors are thinking you're soaking your tires, so we got to check them. I go, well, let's check them all then, because I want the ones in the trailer checked. I want the ones on the car checked. I go, let's do this right if we're going to do it, because I can guarantee you I'm not soaking tires.
Now, was it Ryan Missler, one of the guys that were claiming you were cheating to John?
He always says I'm cheating, so it probably was. But no, I didn't ever heard who it was, but that's fine. I don't care. We're an open book with our stuff, and we've even got an old chassis that's getting older and older, and it's just a good car. Rocket chassis. This car that I've been running, it's got 32 wins in it, and it's a car I like, and it doesn't matter what setup is on it. It runs really well.
Now, that's the car that your son was in up until about mid-season when you traded?
Yeah, yep. We did a body swap and didn't tell anybody, and I didn't even tell Jason, my crew chief. We did it after Attica one night that I ran bad, and we were going to just switch the seats, but I didn't want to steal his decals, so we switched the whole thing. Flipped bodies on it. Nobody even knew, but it didn't work out for me that night because it was for the Barney, I think, was the first race on it that next day. And I was a little tired from staying up till 2 a.m. or actually 7 a.m.
Oh,
and then about 3 hours of sleep and back at it.
So do you think you would have got the championship at Oakshade as well as Attica? Do you think you would have got those championships had you not switched cars mid-season?
I don't know if we would have. They're close, but it just, for some reason, the other car just felt like it wasn't grabbing the track as good, and it didn't matter what setup I put on it. It just felt like you had to slow down so much into the corner. Now I think it would be a good Eldora car, because that's where you needed a little freer, and I think that's kind of the way they went with the chassis for this one. But they took a lot of bars out of the chassis trying to find something, and it just made it a little bit harder to drive for the short stop and go tracks, I think.
Jamie, how about you? Do you have a favorite car?
The car I ran the best in when I did run the late model was a Masters built, but I have a Domination now, so I'm hoping that thing fits my driving style good.
Does that worry you, Devin?
The new clay might help him if it's got some grip to it. Those cars are pretty good in the grip. Yeah, I'm curious to see him drive a late model. It'll be fun to watch.
That Domination car, is that one that you purchased from another competitor?
Yeah, it is. I purchased a car from Chester Fitch here, 3 weeks ago, and I've talked to Rusty a little bit here and there, and we're all kind of on the same page, and going to try to do the best I can when I do get it out.
Now, Jamie, let's talk a little 305 racing here. You mentioned running at Fremont as well. Finished second in points. Paul Weaver winning the 305 championship at Fremont. You also finished second to him in the AFCS point standings. How tough is it to beat Paul?
There's a lot of fast cars in the division. You got to be on your A game. I don't know. All the racing around, this part of Ohio is tough. It don't really matter what division you're in. You're racing with top-notch drivers. So, it's a struggle. And, Paul's been doing it, quite a bit longer than I have, and he's good. He's really good at Fremont, especially.
Now, do you ever talk to him, get any advice from him, or share any advice, back and forth, or no?
Oh yeah, we talk back and forth quite a bit. I mean, I helped him. I think it was about 7 years ago or so. Maybe even longer than that. I worked on his race car for a year.
Okay. Well, it would explain why you two are 1-2 in points across those three series. Going back to the late model stuff, we haven't talked about this, but this was some more news that kind of broke over the last couple of weeks about the American Late Model Series returning, and we'll talk more about that later with the details. But Devin and Jamie, what are your guys' thoughts on American Late Model Series coming back?
It's pretty great. I'm kind of waiting to see what the schedule looks like, but it'd be nice to get an Attica race or 2 or 3 with that series. I know the Ironman is going to dictate where they kind of go, but it said Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. I don't know if I like the Kentucky one, but that'd be a drive.
That'll be the ALMS series, right?
It's going to be shared, it sounds like.
I thought
it's going to be like a north and south, I do believe.
Right, yeah.
With Kentucky being divided in the middle.
Right.
It sounds like Sam's still involved in it.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Any chance that you would run, depending on, like you said, the dates? Any thoughts of maybe running for that championship?
Yeah. We were thinking if the schedule looked good, where it didn't mess up our racing around. If like the dates worked out good, we want to do some summer national stuff. We've got a toter and a stacker now for hauling 2 cars. So we're trying to get set up so that we could maybe do some of those bigger shows.
Well, since we're talking about it here, we'll do the breaking news and kind of give the details here. The American Late Model Series is back, sort of, after being idle for the past 2 seasons. The Sam Driggers owned American Late Model Series has purchased and merged with the Ironman Late Model Series. The merged series will rebrand as the Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series for 2024. The tour will compete under the Dirt Car Late Model Tech and tire rules, and they will have 5,000 and 10,000 to win races with the purse structure identical to Summer National payouts. And then I do believe there was going to be like a separate North and South division for that. So that's some of the breaking news over the
so that can solve one of the problems, because the purses really haven't been able to keep up with anywhere near the cost of the race cars. So, bringing some regional series in our area could be a huge boost in car counts.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think, Jamie? What any plans on maybe catching an ALMS race next year?
I mean, I'd like to run some of that stuff. It's going to depend on scheduling if we're running sprint car somewhere else or something like that. But I definitely am interested in it, and I read some of the stuff about it. And I mean, Devin's going to know a lot more about that than I would, but I'm definitely interested in running some of them shows and doing a little bit of traveling when we're off.
Now, what car is going to be or take priority for you, Jamie, next year? The sprint car?
Next year will be the sprint car, and then the late model stuff's just going to be here and there and whenever we want to, and if we're off, and who knows what the 25 will bring.
The truck and the 305 pretty much run the same nights, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something we've asked, and Devin, I know we've asked you, and I know your opinion on this, so I'm going to start with Jamie. How do you feel about point racing? Is it something you enjoy or something you despise?
I mean, I don't necessarily. I'm not really a points racer. I look at it like I go there to win races, and if we end up in the hunt toward the end of the year, then maybe we'll concentrate on it a little bit more. But I find myself thinking that if you're chasing points early, you're going to be too conservative, and it's going to cost you in the win columns. That's how I feel about it.
Scott, I'm pretty sure that Jamie doesn't even like to lose hot laps.
I was going to ask, toward the end of the season, you are in the points chase. Are you looking at the points and kind of, thinking to yourself, I need to do this well in these final races?
Or you just go out?
Or you just go out and run to win each night? And
I'm still out there, and I'm going to run that car, to win. I mean, that we're there to win.
But you can't tell me
most guys are there for.
You can't tell me you haven't looked at the points though, just to kind of maybe see where you're at, right?
Well, I don't need to because everybody that's around my trailer is talking about it. So.
All right, that's fair. And Devin, I know your opinion. You're a big fan of point racing.
Yeah, I don't mind it doing it. It just doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you, okay?
Yeah, I don't look at the points every week or anything. But yeah, like Jamie said, everybody in the trailer, mostly my dad, he looks at it, and it does help during the winter to rebuild those motors if you can pull it off.
What was your most memorable night this past season at Attica for you, Devin?
I'd have to say it was multiple nights where we got 4 in a row feature wins. Every night I was running pretty hard, and we were just consistent, and rattling off 4 in a row was fun.
What about you, Jamie? Was there a night that stood out for you at Attica?
Not necessarily. There was a couple of them in there that car was on point, driver was on point, track was on point, and we just flat out whooped their butts. I mean, half track or better, them nights are always good.
Those are the fun ones.
Yep.
Now, between running Fremont and Attica, do you have a favorite between those two tracks, Jamie?
Not really. I just like to race. I don't really care where it's at. I don't have a preference. I mean, I run better at Attica. I'm not really sure why, but I've won races at Fremont, won races at Attica. I enjoy going both. Now,
is there any particular thing that you really like about Attica?
The size of the track, I guess. I can get around there a little bit better on the bigger racetrack, I guess.
Okay. What about you, Devin? What do you like most about Attica Raceway Park?
I'd say the banking and the facility. It's the best facility you could go to for. I mean, the restrooms to the concession stands to the bleachers to the track conditions. You can't beat Attica. It's just they put a lot of work into it.
Now, all these tracks are putting new clay down for next season.
All of them.
Yeah, pretty much everybody is. I know most people are thinking new clay is a good thing, and yay. But from a driver's perspective, for you and Jamie, how do you feel about it? Because it's kind of an unknown. Would you prefer the track that you knew from last year, or going into this unknown situation?
I think the Attica had to do something because of the dust for the fans. And I know that was eating them up. The prior years before, it was really powdery and it was bottom dominant and you really couldn't get a cushion going. This year they got the cushion going a little bit, but I think that powder was still around and in the track, and they just couldn't, no matter how much they watered it, it was just blowing right at the bleachers, and it was either real sandy or just had that dust to it. So I think that was their main goal, was to stop the dust for the fans.
But you didn't really answer the question. Do you prefer a surface that you're familiar with or the unknown going into next year?
Attica's put new clay on every year, so it's been unknown for 3 years, so it ain't bad there.
So you figured it out. I mean, you've was it 4 years in a row now?
Yeah, I think so.
Four championships in a row, I mean?
And
whatever they throw at us is fine with me. As long as it's not ruddy or something like that, it's as long as we can race on it, that's good.
I understand that Attica and Fremont are using the same clay this year, so that could be,
that might be beneficial to Jamie.
Jamie's going to have the advantage because he's raced on that stuff before.
What's your opinion, Jamie? Do you prefer the unfamiliar or the old stuff?
I'm glad to see them put new clay on both facilities. I think it'll help out, at both places. Fremont definitely needed it. And Attica with the dust, should help that out a bunch. Just hopefully we get some good racing out of it.
So are you excited then for next season?
Oh yeah, I've been out there just staring at that late model for the last couple nights.
So what are you most looking forward to next year? Is it running the late model, or I mean, what is there one particular race maybe you're looking forward to next year?
No, I'm just excited to get in there and hopefully turn some good laps, and hopefully I don't make Rusty look too bad.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm running his car. I don't want to go out there and suck.
Oh, I got you. You don't want to make him look bad.
Let's leave it the other way.
What are you looking most forward to next year, Devin?
Just getting out, and we're gonna get my son to a little more time at different tracks, and just kind of seeing how he handles that. It's just like pulling somebody out of the bleachers and throwing him in a race car. He's got a year under his belt, and that's it. And so we're gonna just tell him to make laps on something different and different tracks, and wherever I go, gonna probably take him most of the time. That's what we bought the trailer for, was so we could all ride together to the racetrack. And it'll be a little harder for me to do well with, because I'm concentrating on both cars and worrying about what he's doing and getting him in the car. Because that was the biggest thing, was not knowing how to get in the car, when to get in the car, having help put your helmet on, hook it up. It's all new to him, so it's definitely nerve-wracking when you're a first-time driver, because you've all went through it. It's a lot more than just going out onto the track and racing.
Devin, what are you going to do when it comes to driver number 3?
Driver number 3,
Yeah.
She's got some time behind. She's got some time. I don't even know if she wants to race. Do you want to race?
That's an
shaking her head.
affirmative, Dad.
Yeah.
Any desire to run a sprint car? Oh, she says no. What about you? Neither one of you?
No, I'm fine with late models. That's safer, and I can make it to work the next day.
Oh, Jamie, what do you think about that?
They're all fun.
Okay.
And Jamie doesn't miss a lot of days at work.
No,
Okay.
not usually.
Jamie, you got any sponsors or crew you want to thank for helping you out this past season?
Oh, everybody that's on there. I mean, Boca Construction, and they're a big help. Crown Battery is another big one. That if it wasn't for everybody on the car, Retail Tavern and Ryan French Racing, we wouldn't be there without all the help. That's what I'm trying to get to on the late models, get some more help in here so we can get this thing together and get it on track.
You got the same sponsors on the late model as you do on the other two cars?
Not yet. Nobody's called me yet.
Oh. Hey, Ron, you want to sponsor another late model?
I'm having trouble doing my own deal, man.
Devin, you want to give a shout out to those that helped you out this past season at Attica?
Yeah, Salbeam Trucking, he came on board, and he's been a real good help this year with my son's car and ours. And Dundee Products, Tubing in Dundee, Michigan. Banshee Graphics does a great job on both cars. I hope he never quits doing decals, because he's been our go-to guy for since 2002, I think it is. And Rally's Hamburgers, Magic Fountain Auto Wash. Like to thank my daughter Peyton for filming whenever she can and going to the races with me. She even flew to Maryland with us to bring back the toter. We bought a used toter, and she got to ride in the back, and while I drove home. And
She rode in the trailer?
no, it was just the toter. So she had the couch, tablet. She was bouncing back and forth from seat to seat, testing H1 out. And no, it's just everybody that helps. Jason, Dylan, my brother helps out by working on Saturdays, so I can go racing. And my dad, he's with us everything we do, and my other kids that go with us every once in a while, Haley and Braden, and then my wife Tracy. She's probably watching this because Peyton's on here, not because I'm on here.
Not because of you.
Yep, but just everybody that helps out the race team.
Chris Mize from Sandusky Speedway says you all need to run the Hangover. Either one of you guys willing to go out January 1st?
Too cold. Maybe some race snowmobiles. I'll come.
Yeah, I'll be on a snowmobile.
Oh, okay.
We got a trip for up to UP.
All right. One of I was looking through our comments here. Chad Wonderly wanted to know if Jamie's against putting starters on sprint cars.
Sprint cars get pushed.
But the other two cars you have starters.
That's the other two cars.
Okay. So if
I don't want them to get starters because that's who runs the track in it, the push trucks. And if not, it'd be the late model guys.
Good point. Didn't think of that. Well, congratulations to both you guys on your championship seasons, and we look forward to seeing both of you back at the track in 2024.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Going to be exciting to watch you in the late model, Jamie.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Looking forward to quick last question here. If Devin gives you, Jamie, a quarter lap head start, 4-lap dash, who's going to win in the late models?
Me.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a big head.
Is that too much of a head start?
That's a pretty big head start.
How about a 5-car head start?
I don't know. He's pretty good. He'd probably run me down.
What do you think, Devin?
I'm gonna be a rookie.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you got some prior late model experience, sort of.
I don't know. James drives a lot of cars.
Yeah, yes, he does. So what do you think? Well, and look at Carter Schlenk. I mean, put him in a domination car, even though it was a sportsman. And I guess he's probably had a lot of go-kart experience, though.
Like took to it like a fish to water,
Yeah, I mean,
Scott.
yeah.
It's not a problem.
So what do you think, Devin? Do you think Jamie's going to get a win this year in a late model?
He might. It's tough there, but it's doable.
Wouldn't be surprising.
Nope.
Well, we'll find out. Looking forward to it. Again, thanks to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you.
We'll see you. There you go. Our guests tonight, Devin Shiels and
Jamie Miller.
Our Attica Raceway champions. We had Cap Henry on the last show. We talked about his Attica championship.
We did.
So I figured it'd be redundant to have him on again 2 times consecutively. Devin we had on a few weeks ago for the Oakshade Championship, but we didn't really talk about Attica. So anyway, got to mention Ron Miller Race Cars, Lambertville, Michigan. Give him a call, 734-856-7223. He's got, what was it that Jamie needed? Race car stuff?
Race car stuff. We have race car stuff.
Ron Miller Race Cars has race car stuff, safety equipment service.
And gift certificates for those of you that don't know what your loved one wants for Christmas.
There you go. Give Ron a call, 734-856-7223. That's 856
Race.
I don't have that written down anymore. I almost forgot that was race. That's crazy. Stick around. Coming up, we'll be giving away a Big D's Pizza with how many. And also, don't forget the hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live. And we'll be giving away that special edition Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker thanks to Mr. Dale Cole from DCR Graphics, who's going to be doing his own giveaway here momentarily. You had people enter on your Facebook page during the month of November, or did it go back into October even?
I'm honestly not sure. I just kind of picked a random date.
Anyways, you got how many people?
I think there's about 25 people.
You got a hat there, don't you? Yeah, with a bunch of
official DCR Graphics hat.
Can people buy those?
They can. On our page, I don't know what the exact link is to the store, but we do have
you can buy you can buy DCR Graphics hats on the DCR webpage.
If you go to the Facebook page, there's a link that'll take you to another website where it has all of our stuff.
So the DCR swag is on a separate page.
Yes.
Okay, pretty cool.
We also have a 2023 shirt that features all of our cars from this year too.
Okay, for the Hammer Down Army?
No, for everyone who went through DCR Graphics.
Oh, okay.
All the cars he designed.
I see.
So let's do a little bit of racing news. A lot of stuff to cover here.
Latest racing news.
From Toledo Speedway and the 500 Sprint Car Tour have announced that the series will return on June 28th. Toledo Speedway hosted a 500 Sprint Car Tour event on Father's Day back in 2022, with the event drawing great praise from fans and drivers alike. Jade Avedissian has signed a multi-year contract with Toyota to be one of the manufacturer's development drivers. Avedissian has been backed by Toyota for a while, but the partnership didn't become official until both parties put pen to paper back on Friday, November 17th. We had Avedissian on, the end of October there. So and she's been making a name for herself. She just turned 17, I believe. So she's got a pretty bright future ahead of her. Chris Windom confirmed on X, otherwise known as Twitter, that he will join Vermeer Motorsports in the familiar number 55 car that will carry support from Windom's longtime sponsor, NOS Energy Drinks, for the upcoming race season. Butler Motor Speedway promoter Tim Wilbur announced Saturday that the Mace Thomas Classic will be sanctioned by the upstart High Limit Sprint Car Series during the 2024 season. Wilbur confirmed the news that June 1st was secured for the High Limit Series inaugural visit to Butler. The 2024 edition will see the winner not only take home the huge Mace Thomas Classic trophy, but a $12,000 top prize along with it. That's pretty big.
It is.
That ought to be pretty cool. World of Outlaws, Case Construction Equipment Late Model Series released its 2024 schedule. The 54 race schedule visits 33 tracks, 16 of which are new tracks. The series visits Raceway 7 in Conneaut, Ohio on May 16th, Sharon Speedway in Hartford on July 12th and 13th, and Atomic Speedway in Chillicothe on August 23rd and 24th. Chase Elliott, who we're going to be giving away some stuff a little bit later tonight, he underwent some outpatient procedure on Wednesday, November 15th, to correct a torn labrum in his shoulder. He's expected to make a full recovery. I don't know. I wonder if I'm assuming that was related to his skiing accident.
I'll bet. Yeah.
Back in the spring, late winter, whenever that was. I already mentioned American Late Model Series back as the Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series, so that's pretty cool.
That's going to be really cool.
Yeah. No schedule yet, but we'll talk to Sam Driggers and see if we can get him on the show maybe toward the beginning of the year.
Right.
After we're done with our Championship Series shows. Flat Rock Speedway announced its season opener date, which will be on Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Isn't that Star Wars Day?
Yes, it is.
Full schedule is set to come out for Flat Rock Speedway by mid-December. Their opener will feature the Outlaw Super Late Models, Street Stocks, and Figure Eights. Fremont Speedway. Some more. This isn't the major news yet. They announced a Fremont Speedway Motorsports Education Program coming in 2024. Instructors will include Mike Linder, Steve Linder, and Rich Farmer. Some of the highlights include sprint car driving instruction, chassis setup, maintenance, and fuel systems. Do you think that's? What do you think of this, Ron? Is that something pretty cool?
You know, anything they can do to improve the racing has got to be a great idea. You know, and the people involved with that have a lot of knowledge. So I think it's going to be a good deal. And a lot of the guys that struggle a bit could help them immensely.
A little bit of kind of breaking news from yesterday.
Yesterday, today, it just never quits.
Yeah. Millstream Speedway owners Matt and Beth Cogley announced they have teamed up with Fremont Speedway promoters Rich and Shelley Farmer to promote races during the 2024 season at Millstream Speedway.
Must be that Rich Farmer is bored. Is he going to something to do?
Yeah, I mean, Rich Farmer taking over Fremont Speedway, and then and now this. So promoting. We're assuming it's going to be Sunday still, as Millstream.
And he has a business or two that he needs to keep going, and he's got some great people behind him.
He does, and looking forward to see what's going to come of that for next season. We mentioned, I believe, was it the Great Lakes Super Sprints already have a date on their schedule for Millstream for next year? So we know at least one sprint car event will be at Millstream next year. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. Another thing we have on our calendar for early next season is to get Matt and Beth Cogley on the show and talk about their plans with
as
Rich
soon
Farmer.
As they know what their plans are.
Yeah. Both grandstands and camping for the 2024 Daytona 500 are sold out nearly 3 months in advance. It marks the earliest the event has sold out in the modern era of the sport. Limited fan zone and hospitality packages remain available. The Daytona 500 takes place on February 18th, 2024. Other NASCAR news, in 2025, NASCAR has a new TV deal. Coverage of NASCAR Cup Series races will be shown on Fox, NBC, Amazon, and Warner Brothers Discovery via TNT.
So Amazon, that'd be their Prime Video.
Yes, Amazon Prime, just like the Thursday Night Football.
Right.
So as a, I guess you're kind of techie, but not super techie. But as an older gentleman that might be more set in his ways, I'm just going to shut up.
What are you trying to say, Scott? just spit it out.
What do you think though of that? I mean, my parents they never wanted cable, so they never got cable. And now that cable's going out of style, they might get cable.
Obviously, for
now that streaming's the big thing.
For centuries, decades, NASCAR was on Prime on major TV.
They raced on dinosaurs.
I was already confused between the Fox and NBC deal.
But no, that was before. It's always been first half of the season on Fox broadcast network, sometimes, and some of the races on FS1.
Yeah, but then it'll say it'll be on NBC, and you go to NBC, it's not there.
Well, and then NBC kind of,
NBCSN
they have other properties.
Sure.
Well, then they got rid of NBCSN, and we're like, oh, we're going to put this USA Network, Peacock streaming.
Right.
Yeah, so like you said, you're not really sure where the race is going to be, and it's going to be similar, but now there's going to be more players in the mix. This isn't for next season.
Then you've got to go online to find out where you're going to be able to watch the race.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I just asked my phone, like, okay, Google, what channel is the NASCAR race on?
Isn't the Xfinity series going to fully cable in a couple years?
According to NBC Sports Press Box, NBC Sports 2024 NASCAR schedule will include...
Okay, see, she tells me what I need to know.
Yeah.
No, but actually, let me finish reading this here. The new TV deal is worth $1.1 billion per year.
Ooh.
Fox and NBC will each share 14 races each. Fox will take the first 14 races, including the famed Daytona 500, as they have since, 2001, I believe. NBC will take the last 14 races of the season, including all the playoff races. Amazon Prime Video and TNT Sports will have each signed a 5-race deal to cover 10 races in the middle of the season. So they're like the meat in the sandwich.
One of the cool things about that, Scott, is that we won't have to put up with Dale Jr. every single week.
The CW will become the new home for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is weird. They've started doing college football and stuff, so they got a sports division there now at the CW. FS1 will continue to broadcast the NASCAR Truck Series in 2025. So, yeah, it's going to be, it may take a little bit more searching in the middle of the summer.
If you don't have streaming service, you're pretty much lost.
I got a radio.
Okay, yeah. Chris Myatt says, support short track racing, hell with NASCAR. Okay. 2024 World of Outlaw announced energy drink sprint car schedule was announced this afternoon. More breaking news.
Ta-da!
This came down just a couple hours ago, actually. There will be 86 races. Ooh. That's a lot of races.
That's a season, man.
86
That's a
races
lifetime for some racers.
At 41 tracks in 19 states. It all starts at Volusia Speedway Park and ends at the World Finals at the dirt track in Charlotte. Ohio visits include Attica Raceway Park on May 17th, the Brad Doty Classic on July 16th, Eldora Speedway May 3rd and 4th, and July 19th and 20th, Fremont Speedway.
Wait, Fremont Speedway?
News. Fremont Speedway on May 27th.
That should be breaking news there, buddy.
Breaking news didn't even stop. Kept going. What was that? Sharon Speedway, May 18th, September 28th. Sharon Speedway on May 18th and September 28th. Atomic Speedway, May 24th and 25th. And Wayne County Speedway on September 27th. So a lot of Ohio Speedway visits for the World of Outlaw NASCAR Sprint Car Series.
I wonder if
Fremont's, I believe, was the first since 2016.
Yeah, it's been quite a while
since the last time the World of Outlaws have been there. So, Rich Farmer he's been busy.
I didn't hear,
and he's only been
I didn't hear Attica on there.
This is true. Yeah, it did.
Was it?
Yeah, May 17th, the Brad Doty Classic. As well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Don't confuse me like that. You scared me. We do
I'll
have, moving on here, don't forget a little bit of time to get in for that drawing for the special edition Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker. Hashtag DCR in the comments. And just around the corner, we're going to do how many to win Big D's Pizza. But first, it's time for the Hammer Down hotline. And we actually have a text message.
Really?
Yeah. Let's get that off there so you can actually see that. It's 419-318-3081, 419-318-3081. That is the Hammer Down hotline. Feel free to call, text, anytime, day or night. Leave us a message, and we will
We've had some pretty funny ones on there.
Well, this one's more of a serious one.
Really?
Yeah, and it's kind of directed toward you.
This could be good.
Yeah, here we go. This is the text. Can we please get an update on the professor's racing plans for 2024, or is he permanently settled into retirement?
He has definitely not permanently settled into retirement. I can tell you that health issues have put a big bite on my last 2 seasons. I think all those are behind us. Everything is good, and we will be racing in 2024.
I think he would like to know what you might be racing, as your late model has been sold.
Okay. Well, I've been trying to narrow this one down.
Well, there's no name. It's just a phone number.
Okay. Give me that phone number.
It's got an Indiana area code.
Ooh, okay. Anyway, Scott, the last 2 years, unfortunately, I've had the opportunity to watch a whole lot of racing and not participate in as much. And I've made the decision to step away from late model racing. I've had.
How long have you been running a late model? On a regular basis.
Probably regularly since '86.
So it's been quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So anyway, late model racing has just gotten so crazy expensive that it's hard for me to justify it. I tell people that I can afford it, but I choose not to. I'm not even sure that today I can afford to be racing competitively. Right now we have a truck on the frame jig for Fremont Speedway. My son Steve is starting to build a truck. He hasn't sold his late model, but that could be going up for sale. Don't know. My late model is for sale. I've sold the engine.
Chris Mice has a good question here for you.
Chris has a question?
Yeah. What does this mean for the hangover? You got all those wins.
I have 3 cars and 1 engine at my disposal, Chris, and I will definitely be there with one of the cars and
in the Champagne class.
And the only engine. Yeah, absolutely, in the Champagne class.
Okay.
It will either be the green run what you brung car, could be the 35 car, or Steve has said if I don't want to pull my backup engine out of his car, I'm more than welcome to drive it. So
both Millers may be running a truck next year.
Yes.
And only one Miller maybe would be running a late model, maybe not?
That's about right, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's clear as mud.
I can tell you that Mrs. Miller was originally real pleased that Steve was going to be running a late model and I was going to be in a truck because she doesn't like us racing against each other, but Steve wants to race against Dad. So, sorry, Mrs. Miller.
We should ask Jamie Miller, unrelated to the Millers, how he feels about some more Millers in the truck class.
And by the way, we do have a 3rd truck in the works. A whole pile of parts showed up today, so there's another truck for another unnamed driver.
Does this unnamed driver actually exist already?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was just available for somebody.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's someone very familiar with the Fremont truck class. So
I don't think we're going to get any more out of him than that.
When he's ready to make the announcement, we'll do it.
Okay. All right. How about we give away some Big D's Pizza?
Ooh, yeah.
How many?
So our last how many was
our last how many? Yeah,
was a little. I don't even know the adjective that I'm looking for to describe it. Misled or no? How many caution periods in the F1 Las Vegas race Sunday morning?
And they were
a couple of Sundays.
They were going to.
They don't really have caution periods,
and they were going to be full course cautions.
Pace cars, they have, or what is it? Caution car? What did they call it?
Those are safety cars.
Safety
just
car
runs at the same speed they do, pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not an F1 expert. I don't pretend to be. There's a lot of
and after this one,
things.
we will never be again.
We may not do more because I was trying to figure out. 3 was what I came up with. 3 is what we're going with. So that's the winning number for last time's how many. We did have a 3-way tie that had 3.
Really?
Wait.
Where'd it go?
We may have some breaking news here. Maybe. Oh,
no,
okay. It's an announcement. High Limit Racing will looks like they're going to be announcing their schedule tomorrow, Friday, December 1st. So, yeah. So not necessarily breaking news,
Y'all want to see
it's an announcement
schedule?
before the announcement.
That's right.
Is what that is. Thanks to one of our correspondents for bringing that up. All right, now back to the how many. We had 3 people that all guessed 3, so we are going to spin the Big D's Pizza wheel to find out who will win this week's Big D's Pizza. Those 3 include Brian Hammer, Matt Swander, and Dale Cole Jr.
That name's familiar.
It is.
All right.
So we'll see if being in the studio will bring him any
I think
extra
we know
luck
all
here.
3 of those folks.
I think so, too. Here we go for this week's Big D's Pizza.
Oh, boy, that was close.
Matt Swander by a hair. He is the winner there. He's probably going to have that donated to first responders.
I don't know that he's ever been over there. He needs to make the trip.
Yeah, he actually, I forget. Matt, tell me who you wanted that to go to. Or did he want to give it to you? I don't remember. I'll get with Matt and we'll figure that out. But Matt Swander, the winner of this week's How Many? Chance to win Big D's Pizza next week. The how many question is, it's more of a, not how many, but it's a number related question. That is going to be, let's just see what's going on here. Just catching up on some comments there. What is going to be the winning number on Sunday's Snowball Derby winner? The number on the winning car. A lot of entries, a lot of NASCAR guys in there. And, let's see, who won last time? I don't remember what I wrote, wait, hold on.
Wait.
What was our last show?
I mean, technically I won, right? I got the exact number on the wheel.
Well, no, I'm talking about in the studio. You don't count because you weren't in the studio when we guessed last time. I just forgot to update that. I said 2 because Corey was here last time. He said 1. Ron said 5. So I guess I won.
2, 1, and 5.
Yeah. So I guess I won. I'll take that.
That means you go first.
That means
Scott.
I get to pick first.
Come up with a number for the
I know.
Snowball Derby.
I was hoping that maybe somebody would guess by now. So I'll take the B off. 14, 16, 20. I'm going. Oh wait, I already know who I want. I'm going with 18. Former guest of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think she's going to win?
No, he.
Oh, he.
I hope he didn't have a sex change that quick.
Oh well, you just never know these days.
That'd be Chase Berta's number.
What's that?
Chase Berta.
Oh, okay,
18.
yeah.
That's what I'm going for. I did cheat a little earlier too because I looked up the entry list. Would that help you, Ron, if I do that?
No, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Scott, I'm going with 19.
Going with 19?
Yes, sir.
There is no 19. Would you like to choose again?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You said 18. I said 19.
That's true. So if Travis Baden, who's number 21, wins, or anybody beyond him, then you're probably going to be closest.
Or William Byron.
Yeah, or William Byron, yes. And since Dale's here, I already know what number he's going to pick, but go ahead and pick your winner.
I'm going to go with William Byron.
24 is what he's going for. So there you go. You have until, we'll give you, what time's that race start? I think it starts at 2 o'clock on, we'll say right up until race time. How's that sound? That is a 2 p.m. start time on Sunday. So 2 o'clock Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday, that you have to get your guests in if you're listening to us on iTunes or I'm sorry, it's Apple Podcasts.
Any idea if it's going to be televised?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll check out our Big D's Pizza racing menu here and go through the full details of that. So,
really,
yeah. Again, what is the number on the winning car of Sunday Snowball Derby? You have until Sunday 2 o'clock to get your guess in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live for a chance to win Big D's Pizza. So, moving on with our Big D's Pizza racing menu.
This weekend's Big D's Pizza racing menu.
So the 56th annual Snowball Derby happens tonight through Sunday at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. Tonight's the Pro Trucks, Sportsman, and Pure Stocks, I believe, qualifying for practice for the late models. The Super Late Models qualifying is tomorrow, plus modifieds and stocks in action. Saturday, it's the Pro Late Models, Alan Turner Snowflake 100, Outlaws and Last Chance qualifier for the Sunday Snowball Derby as well, all taking place Saturday night. Sunday, 300 laps. It's the Super Late Model Snowball Derby starting at 2 p.m. RacingAmerica.tv will televise the action. Entries all weekend long, actually. Entries include former guests William Sawalich and Chase Berta. Also on the list of entries are Eric Jones, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Noah Gragson, Ryan Preece, Ty McJeski, and then all the big names in super late model racing. And it might be interesting to watch because there's been a lot of crashing and fights and violence.
How are we going to watch this?
RacingAmerica.tv. But that does require a subscription, and I think it's pay-per-view, too.
Oh, okay.
So 2 o'clock on Sundays when the race is.
So some streaming services may be able to access that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, we're all going over to your house, and you can get a subscription.
Okay.
Also, down in...
You bring the Big D's Pizza.
Australia... Late model racing, Western Australia Pro Dirt Series action. The John Day Classic at Perth Motorplex will take place Saturday, December 2nd. That's local down there, so that's probably tomorrow for us in the States.
Right.
Tomorrow night, maybe. Wait, no, they're only 12 hours ahead, right?
Yes. They're 12 hours ahead, so 8 o'clock
So right
tonight.
now it's Friday morning.
Yes.
There.
Yep.
So tomorrow will be... Saturday.
Yep,
morning.
it's 8 o'clock Friday morning.
I'm not figuring out that, man. We'll promote the Down Under races, but you got to figure out the times on your own with the time change. It's taking place on Saturday.
And the gentleman that they're honoring passed away a couple of years ago.
John Day.
Yeah, but he provided pace vehicles, and they call them utes.
I thought utes were trucks.
Well, they are.
Okay.
Small trucks for him, but
okay.
They're always.
Do they have any vehicles called kangaroos?
I don't think so.
There used to be shoes called kangaroos. They had little zipper pockets in them.
Oh yeah,
I had a pair. Those used to be the coolest. And Velcro.
Crocs.
Oh, that's a croc.
Well,
anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Crocs are Australian.
Yes, they are. All right, were you done?
No, John was. A huge supporter of motorsports, of racing, especially on the West Coast. Had a fleet of utes that they use for pace vehicles, and just a great guy, and did a lot for motorsports.
And now he's got a race event.
Yes, he does.
The John Day Classic. It's time to do some more giveaways here, and we're going to turn things probably over to
Dale
Cole Jr. But first, should we do the sticker drawing first?
It's up to you.
Well, it's up to you're the sponsor, man. Which would you prefer to do first? Do you want to draw for the Chase Elliott stuff, or do you want to spin? All right, we're going to do the
spin.
We're going to do this stuff, yeah.
It's up to you. It's your show.
That's true. Good point. Let's how about this? Last call. If you haven't done hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you have about 5 minutes to get that in. If you've already done it, you're good. You're already locked into the drawing. So while we give some people a last chance to do that, we can do your other drawing here. So there's the hashtag DCR. This is nothing to do with the hashtag DCR. This is people that entered on your Facebook page to win some
Somebody dropped out there,
Chase
Dale.
Elliott
I
apparel.
don't think they'd be too happy if they weren't involved in it.
So now what all did this winner get?
They get a Chase Elliott hat, 2 T-shirts, and a sweatshirt, I believe.
Okay.
Gonna make Ron do the drawing.
Thank you. I don't want to be blamed for it.
There you go. Read it and weep, folks.
Would you rate microscopically on those?
John Young.
Are you serious? Let me see that.
Are you kidding?
Nope, it does say.
There you go, John. Congratulations.
Wow. John Young gets himself some. He likes all that NASCAR stuff, so that's cool. He's all into that collectible. So congratulations, John Young. You got
a great
yourself
ambassador for motorsports.
Absolutely.
himself.
And we appreciate all he does for the show, too.
Yeah.
A big supporter of the show. So now, let's give away that special edition Hammer Down sticker. Did I bury it again? This is the one we're doing. I want one of these. Can I win one of these?
I mean, if you enter.
Okay. I guess I should.
Go enter real quick.
You know what? I'm going to try that just to see what happens. Hashtag DCR.
Now, if you win, people are going to say it's rigged.
Probably. Yeah. Look at that. Hammer Down Race Reports entered in the drawing. So here we go. We are going to draw for that special edition Hammer Down sticker.
How come you're in there twice?
Because one's on Facebook, one's on YouTube.
Okay.
You broke my train of thought there. Giveaway tool, share. So here we go. We got 20 entries this week for the special edition Hammer Down sticker, courtesy of DCR Graphics. Here we go. The names are cycling. I saw Hammer Down. Look at that. Hammer Down's coming up in there a few times. I wonder, you may get to Jeff Kratzer. Well, congratulations to you, Jeff. You got yourself the Hammer Down Racing Report.
Once again, how does
edition.
he collect that? How does he pick it
He's
up?
got 30 days to stop by Ron Miller Race Cars in Lambertville.
Technically, it's Ottawa Lake, Michigan, but we've got a Lambertville zip code.
Whiteford Township?
Whiteford Township.
Just across the
Ottawa
border
Lake.
of Whiteford Center Road is where Ron Miller Race Cars is.
Easy to get to.
Yes. Shoot us a message. Give us a call. We'll get you there. You have 30 days to claim your sticker that you can see me handing to Ron right now.
2 miles north of Secor and Alexis.
Yeah, so congratulations. I think I might have found a loophole in this because you know how I put it in there twice? I think if somebody puts the hashtag DCR in the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live, you get 2 entries.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just found that. That's not cheating. I'm willing to leave that open for.
You're going to share that with our
I'm
listeners?
sharing that. Why not? So, all right, congratulations, Jeff. Let's get that off of there, and that's about it for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing Report. The post Turkey Day special. Yeah, thanks to associate producer Dave Kammer. He's all proud. Did you see our Evergreen podcast page?
I did.
He's got our little headshots on there. It's got a picture of Dave on there as well as our associate producer. He was all proud of that.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dave, John Young, Matt Swander, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, which is at Hammer Report. I'm sorry. Follow us on X at Hammer Report. Follow us on YouTube. You can always listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and we're on even more now with the Evergreen Podcast Network.
Right. We're all over the
jump
place.
through some hoops, yeah. Check us out at hammerdownracingreport.com. Stores on there. You can listen to episodes. You can get apparel, whatever you need to know. It's on there. Make sure to rate and review us. Share us with your friends. Thanks to all of our sponsors, including DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Freeze Frame Photos. If you're interested in being a sponsor, send me a message or give us a call on the Hammer Down hotline, 419-318-3081. Thanks again to our guests this week, Devin Shiels, Jamie Miller. Next week, we're going to do something we haven't done before.
What's that?
We're going to Butler for Butler Champions.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah. So reach out to the Butler Track Champions, Butler Motor Speedway. They got that big show. I'll be interested to get some of the racers' takes on having the High Limit Series come to their track for the first time. That's all next Thursday, 7 o'clock. We're live again on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And as I mentioned, check us out anytime on your favorite podcasting platform. So, and thanks to Dale Cole Jr. for coming in tonight, doing his drawing.
Congratulations,
he said he was
John
very
Young on the swag.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Well, one thing I want to mention, because I found it kind of funny, is ever since sponsoring the show, I've had a percentage of people view my page from Australia.
Yes.
See? There you go. That's the power of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
And you could probably send some of your work to Australia.
Going to have an Australian surtax on there for postage, I think.
It might cost more for postage than the wrap does.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Ron knows. He shipped a race car over there. A couple?
Yeah.
Would it have been cheaper to buy one?
When we went over with Roddy and Todd Schroyer in 99, 2000, we took 4 cars in a 40-foot container, ratcheted 2 of them up to the ceiling, put 2 in underneath, and a bunch of tires and spares, and put on a show.
He didn't answer my question. Though. Would it have been cheaper just to buy cars?
No.
There? Okay.
Absolutely not.
Right. And maybe we
John Young's wondering how to get it. Just send me a message after the show.
Yeah, there you go. And maybe we can find some drivers that are headed to Australia to do some racing this winter here, summer down there. Wait, do they call it winter?
Yeah.
Or do they call it summer down there?
They have summer and winter.
Well, I understand, but I mean, it's winter, but is it down there?
It's summer.
Did they race in summer?
It's summer right now.
I understand it's warm.
No, it's summer in Australia.
So when it's warm, they call it summer.
Yes.
All right, I wasn't sure how that worked. I haven't been south of the equator.
It's fun. You ought to try it.
All right, we're out. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, folks.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.